sometimes I wonder how much the beauty that surrounds us affects how we respond, both in how long we live and how we treat the world and how we feel about things. And I think that it's very important to think about, I know that we're standing in a beautiful garden, but I'm going to ask you to think about the apartments or the rooms that your characters live in. And I think this is very, very critical. Because I think that it really affects the way they see the world. Certainly if you think of the movie Seven, John Doe's room is basically incredibly austere. And even though he's a terrible villain who does very lavish crimes, he pursues this monk-like kind of, you know, existence, and you can see how, when you go into his house, how he might have become so twisted and so negative. Now, certainly someone who lives in a beautiful view like this is going to be a happier person. And my wonderful intern Nahir was telling me how in Istanbul, where he's from, they have these beautiful houses that are right on the Bosphorus. And they've done studies, and people who live in these beautiful environments actually live longer and are healthier than people who live in cramped, dark places. So for all of you writers, I suggest that you get out there and get some sun if you want to live long enough to finish all the screenplays you have to write. But the exercise would be for you to consider, especially with your villain, something twisted and negative in their home environment to help show why it is that they're so unhappy. And that's a great way to, again, add depth to your story without taking up any time, showing something. This can be very helpful. You know, the idea that you show somebody who is in love with an empty bed and how their house is empty and how lonely they are and how they only have one cooking pot and stuff like that. All of this environmental stuff can be very instrumental in creating a much deeper awareness of the character. These are small but big tips, because the next thing that happens is suddenly you have an amazing prop that you didn't know. Suddenly we have the idea that someone sleeps with a gun under their pillow, and that now becomes a wonderful moment in a movie where the unexpected person pulls out a gun. Or you have a really, really mean character decide not to kill somebody for a minute because they have to go out and water their plants. These kind of reversals can make very, very big character and plot changes. So give that a shot and see what you find out, and let me know. Thanks so much. It's been another Script Tips Soon. Bye.